It was a good year. Markets full, children in the square. No one noticed the ship that had just come into port. It was a good year. Markets full, children in the square. No one noticed the ship that had just come into port. Its sailors were already dead at the oars, and in the dark of the hull, the rats waited, carrying the end of the world. It began with a fever, then black swellings under the arms, hard as stone. 3 days was all most people had. I watched them paint a red cross on a family's door. Inside, they were still alive. No one opened it again. Bring out your dead. That became the sound of every morning. The carts were never empty. Neither were the streets. I dug graves until the ground ran out. Then we dug pits. Then we stopped counting the ones we laid inside. The doctors came in, beaked masks, stuffed with flowers. Sure, the smell of death was the killer. They were wrong. They died too. People prayed harder than ever, but the churches emptied, not of faith, but of the living. Even the priests were gone. Some whipped themselves bloody through the streets, begging a punishing God for mercy. I walked beside them. Mercy never came. When people cannot fight the enemy, they invent one. I watched neighbours turn on neighbours, hunting for someone to burn. I remember one mother who would not let go of her child long after the child was gone. Grief outlived everyone. Whole villages simply stopped. Doors open, fires cold, bread still on the table, as if the people were erased mid-breath. In 5 years, 1 in every 2 was gone. Not a war, not an army, a thing too small to even see. And then, the strangest thing of all, silence. No bells, no markets, no voices, a whole continent holding its breath. But the few who lived crawled out into an empty world and found their own hands were suddenly worth more than gold. From all that death came something no one expected. The end of the old world and the first breath of a new one. I have buried empires, but the plague taught me this. Even at the end of everything, the world does not stop. It begins again.